So if you've been following the channel and my little deep dive into using lighter string gauges, you'll know that recently I made the switch from 9s down to 8s. Yep, I've been using 9s for more years than I care to remember, but on one of the streams that I do, I was kind of, I don't know, for want of a better word, I was kind of dared to try a set of 8s on one of my guitars to see what it felt like. Long story short, I loved 8s and I've proceeded to put them on all of my guitars, even my Fender Jaguar. It's worked out pretty well if I'm honest. Just for a bit of context, right, I've got quite bad arthritis in my fingers in my left hand, and I mean, I'm not that heavy a guitar player anyway. I'm very light-fingered. I'm a gentle and considerate guitarist. These days anyway, I'm playing more melodic type stuff, and I don't really play live much anymore, and when I do have the compulsion to play live, I don't beat the heck out of my guitar strings. If I want to go louder, that's what my volume pedal's for. And yes, I know, before you'll jump in the comments, I know Stevie Ray Vaughan used 18 gauge strings and real men don't use anything less than 11s, and yes, I know buddy, I know that you'd snap 8s if you ever used them and did a bend, but I've had 8s on all of my guitars for, I don't know, maybe the last 6 weeks or so, and I've yet to snap a string. You see, it turns out 8s suit my playing style, and they sound as good as any strings I've used, and I can play for longer without paining my fingers, so that's a huge bonus. Really, see, honestly, having lighter strings has opened up a whole new way of playing guitar for me. Now when I'm playing guitar, I'm thinking more, I'm giving more thought to which notes I'm playing rather than just hammering away and hoping something will sound okay, and I'm experimenting more with techniques like tapping and, you know, stuff like that, and I can play faster now. So look, 8s for me is a win-win. My playing has got better and I'm not stuck in a guitar rut anymore. And I can play for longer and I sound better. But then this actually got me thinking, if using 8s was such a drastic change and so good, what would 7s sound like? Would they be even better? Would I become a guitar god overnight, or would 7s just be that, you know, that one step too far, like Icarus and his feet made of wax or something? So my original plan was to put some 7s on one of my guitars and make a video. And that's what I've done. I recorded a video of me putting 7s on the guitar, just so you know I'm telling the truth here. This is me. Look at me go. Anyway, I thought that instead of making a video, like straight away, you know, as soon as I'd put the strings on, I'd leave the 7s on for a week or so and play the guitar, get used to it, and then see what they were like, you know, after playing for a while. And here we are. Before I get into it today and share my thoughts on what 7 gauge strings are like, make sure you like and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff. You can also become a channel member now. I've got a Patreon. Basically, I've got one of these link tree thingies. I'll put it in the description. If you click on that, it takes you all to all my stuff, you know, my socials and everything. So feel free to go and check that out. So, 7 gauge strings. I'm not going to lie. I was comfortable enough putting the first 5 on, but when I got to that high E, I was nervous. I was more nervous than a nun in a cucumber patch. I honestly thought I was going to lose an eye. You know, I thought that string's going to snap and this is going to be it. But once I actually had the string on and started to tighten it, you know, I was surprised at how strong it felt. I mean, for a 7 gauge string anyway. So, look, we all know the anecdotes. Billy Gibbons uses 7s, and Buddy Guy, or I think it was Buddy Guy, it was a blues legend. They all use 7 gauge strings, and everyone says that what you gain in your ability to do awesome bends, you lose in tone. Yeah, sorry, you don't. understand people saying stuff like that if these were on an acoustic and, you know, you're relying on the resonance of the string and the natural acoustics in the guitar, but come on, man, this is an electric guitar. We've got amps, we've got pedals, modelers, sustain pedals, pickups. But I mean, even with a relatively dry, clean signal, the tone is still there. Okay, I will admit that you need to alter the way you play quite a lot. You can't dig in. You cannot dig it. But I mean, I'm not that guy anyway. I mean, pretty much 90% of my guitar playing these days is done sitting in front of a laptop or a PC. So, you know, I'm a pretty chill player. And yes, bends are easier. But again, I'm not a huge blues guy. If I'm bending, it's only up a step. And if I need a higher note, I'll just move my fingers. This is more to do with me having arthritis than anything, which it limits my playing. But, you know, that's how I've got to play if I want to play. Right, so the strings that I put on were Ernie Bull Zippy. Ernie Bull's Zippy Slinkies. I'll leave a link in the description. You can get them from Amazon if you want to try some out. And I will say, I enjoyed playing the sevens. I still think there's something of a learning curve. And I will be leaving them on for a bit longer to see if I can really get something out of having them on a guitar. But do you know what? In the long run, I probably will go back to eights. You see, the main issue that I've had with the sevens is that I can't feel the top E string under my fingers. It's like it's non-existent, and my brain's having trouble. My brain's having trouble registering the fact that I've just played a note. I mean, I can hear it, but my fingers are telling me otherwise. Other than that, it's fun. As for playing live with sevens, I don't know. I think I'd need a bit more practice and some more experience with them. I mean, even after a week, I'm still petrified of breaking the top E string. And the thing is, with strings you've never used before, you don't know the breaking point until you push it. But I've only got one. I don't want to snap my high E string. And I'm having fun, and I'm trying something new out. You should do it yourselves. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll move more of my guitars over to sevens. I mean, probably not my Jaguar. That would not be smart. But for now, I think eights are my sweet spot. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff. Don't forget, I stream every Wednesday and Saturday, so don't forget to go and check the live stream out. Come on, pop on over, say hello or something. I always give a shout out if you say hello in the stream. And like I said, I'll leave links to all my socials and everything in the link tree in my description. Anyway, thanks again. Take it easy. Peace out.